In this lesson, you're going to learn how to apply numbers and currency formats effectively, learn how to insert and delete columns and rows, add borders to your worksheet, apply Autoformats to your worksheet. In short, you're going to learn how to interact with Excel, how to format it, and to make it more attractive. So let's get into it. So let me open the work that we had used earlier. File, open, and then you go to where you had saved your work. I had saved it as names. Then I say open. Wait for it. There it is. I'm going to add another. Let me copy this. So you have to copy, select, edit, copy, select, edit. Yes, we have two English. So I want to show you how to insert and how to delete a column and a row. Apparently, let me just call it Kiswahili so that you cannot be confused. So Kiswahili. Okay. I have realized I want to add maybe chemistry before English and Kiswahili. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. I have to select that column, which is D, and then I come to insert and then column. So it's going to come on the left, and then I can add my biology or chemistry. Now you have inserted a column. Now maybe you have realized you want to add another student. You can just come here and then you come to insert and then you come say row and you will insert another row. I want us to delete these columns and this row you have created. So you have to select it. You have to come to edit, then delete. So you have to come to edit, then delete. Select, edit, delete. That's how you go about it. The next thing, you're going to learn how to format. There are some things we already did in Microsoft Word, like changing the font typeface. Okay, that's very easy. You just have to select, continuous selection, and then you choose the font type that you have been instructed, or the one that makes you happy. If it's this, and put another font type. Another way is to select, and then you come to format, cells, and then you go all the way to font. And then you can choose the font type that you want. To me, use that or that. You can bold it. You can increase the font size to maybe 12. Then you say okay. So that's how you do it, guys. So you have seen freestyle script 12. So that's how you change the font type. The other thing we can do, we can underline our text, or you can format it to where you press. So you just have to come to format, you come to cell, and then you go to font. You can put strikes through. You can underline your work. You see. So let me just use single. You can choose even the color, and you can choose either bold, italic, or bold, or italic, or regular. So and then you can say okay. So that's how you do it, guys. It's not that hard. So if you want to change the font color, you can come here and say automatic, like the way you did in Microsoft Word. I'm going to reverse by pressing Ctrl Z, or you come here and press this undo button. So right now I want to show you how to format numbers. I want to put a currency, or I want to put decimals. So we can achieve that by formatting. So I will just select until there, format, cell, and then you come to number. So you can choose number. This is where you want to add decimal place. So here you're going to put 2 decimal places. Okay. Or you can choose currency. So currency is where you want to put a decimal place, and you want to choose the symbol for maybe Kenya shillings, or these currencies, symbols for currencies you can choose. But let's go with Kenya shillings because that's our currency. And then you say maybe okay, and you see it has changed. Maybe here I have 67,000. Normally it's supposed to be 6,700. Okay, I have to select. So format, cell, so number. You can just come and use this separator. Okay, so you can put or remove. Okay, so you see the difference if you have the use a 1000 separator with a comma. So if you remove, it will remain as 67. The other formatting we can learn, so let's return it to normal. The other thing we can interact with is alignment. So come to format, cell, alignment. You can play with this. Okay, you see what you are going to achieve. So I'm going to go to alignment. You can align your text at a certain angle. Our text, which is this one, I want it to align it to maybe to 45 degrees. So you have to use this, and then you say okay. Now you see our text has been aligned to an angle of 45 degrees. So you can also align it to negative 45. You can just come and type here negative, okay, or you use the button all the way to 45, and then you say okay, this is negative 45, this one is positive 45, negative 45, positive 45. So that's how you achieve the alignment. You come to cell, and then you can do that from here. You align to the place where you want. The other thing is font. We have talked about font. We have talked about strike 2, superscript, and subscript. Superscript is where you have maybe 3 power 2. So that 2 is what you will call superscript. And when you have H2O, that 2 in H2O is a subscript 2O. So I have to come and select that, format, cell, and then subscript. Okay, you see now, this is a chemical compound of water. Okay, that's how you do it. The other thing you are supposed to learn is how to put borders. Right now, maybe you're thinking that our work has borders, but when you print preview, it doesn't. The borders that you're seeing, they are virtual. They are just there to guide you to know which cell you are in. If you want to put borders, you have to select your work, and then you come to format, cell, and then you come and choose border, and then you can choose the color of your border. You can choose the type of your border. If you want that to be outside, you come and say outline, and inside you can come and choose this and choose maybe blue and put, and you say okay. So now you have a border. Now if you print preview, you will see now you have border to our work. I hope you have understood. That's how you put a border in your work. So you have to select, and then you come to format, then cell, and then border. If you want to put maybe a background color to your work, you have to come to pattern, and then here you can choose the pattern maybe, or maybe you can choose a color without a pattern. You just say blank, and then you choose the color to be orange, and then you say okay. And when you print preview, you see now you have a background to your work. If I want it to be in the entire page, I have to select that portion, format, cell, and then maybe no color, and then I say okay, and then I come back to it, and then I can choose a pattern like that, and maybe I can give my pattern a color, okay, and then I say okay. Now you see we have a pattern. I hope you can see it, and then you have colored it to turquoise. I want to learn how to rename, how to delete, and how to copy your worksheet. Okay, I'm going to undo. Okay, I can just say and select this area. I want it to be no color. Okay, so it can be like that. I want to rename this worksheet so that it can have maybe from 1 max. So I can call it form 1. So if you want to rename, you have to right click on it. Okay, right click on it so that it can give you these options. Then you left click on rename, and then you can now be able to erase, because it's now black means it has been highlighted. When you press backspace, it's going to erase, and then you say form 1, and then I can select rename F2. Okay, right click, rename F3. Maybe I want to it form 4 and I don't have, so I have to right click, insert, and then I come and say worksheet. Okay, hope you are seeing it. And then I say okay, and then here it is, and I want it to be form 4. But now you see I have form 1, form 2, form 4, form 3, and I want it to be form 1, form 2, all the way to form 4. So what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to drag this F4, you bring it behind here. Okay, you just have to drag, use this arrow to know where you are, and then when you reach the destination, you release the left mouse button. The other thing you're supposed to do is to copy and to delete. If you want to copy, you can select and then you can come to edit, and then you can say copy. Okay, come to this other part and come to edit and say paste. Now I have form 1, I have form 2. So the other way of copying is selecting, right click, copy, come to this, right click, paste. Another way is to press Ctrl C on a keyboard and then come here, Ctrl V. Before you do all that, you have to select. I want to undo all that so that you can learn how to cut. If you want to cut, you have to come to edit, cut. The first thing you have to select, and then you come to edit, cut. Now you see it means now you have cut. Now you come to F2, you come to this cell, edit, paste. Now you see you have moved from form 1 to form 2. Cut means shifting position or changing position. Okay, so copy means making a copy or a duplicate. The other way of cutting is to right click on it, you select, don't forget to select, right click, cut, come to form 1 again, right click, paste. At times you don't have to copy to the place where you have cell A1. You can come even here, and right click and say paste. The same as copying. You see now it's in from cell E31 all the way to H31, and then all the way to E37, H37. Okay, but let's put it up here, right click, paste. The other way is Ctrl X, Ctrl V. Okay, now I hope you have understood. If you want to delete these sheets, maybe you want to delete this, all of them, you have to just right click on it. I can come and say delete, and it has been deleted. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. Now I think we reached there. Let's meet at the other lesson. Goodbye.